When I was in University of Wisconsin, I was in third year of PhD student. I saw a dream that all my family members going to die with a terminal disease. The dream came from my own realization because I was struggling. I was diagnosed very serious autoimmune disease, rheumatoid arthritis. And doctor told me, you are in a very serious condition and that's okay, we can give you a wheelchair. You don't have to work. I thought that is not what I want. And then I started researching on the disease, how that works, how disease could be reversed completely. When I finished my PhD in cancer research, I went to University of Texas Medical College, University of Texas Medical Branch, UTMB, you all know that, for my postdoc on medicine. And I became more sick. Along with my autoimmune condition, I developed lupus, I developed serious anxiety and allergy, asthma, high blood pressure, high sugar, obesity, everything came along. And doctor was treating my autoimmune disease, not treating me, what is going on in my body. And my problem is going more and more. And then I was searching alternative routes, and I found out that the nutrition is the key, is missing in our life, in our diet, in our society, in our party time, in our family time, dinner table have no nutritious food. Then I enrolled into Harvard University. Since I have a PhD already, I don't need a degree. I enrolled into Nutrition, Health and Research program. It's a postgraduate program. Then I found out that nutrition is the key and other things come along when someone is sick. One of my patients, I can give you an example, came to my clinic with a serious heart attack. Doctor told him that you have to do immediate surgery. He said, no, I would rather die, but I will not do open heart surgery. Doctor said, if you want to go home from this hospital, you have to take insurance. You have to go with an ambulance because you'll die anytime. And he came to me with an ambulance in our clinic, and I found out that not only heart attack, his sugar was not being controlled even with a 200 unit of insulin. He had prostate issue, high blood pressure, cholesterol, blood is thick. He has other multiple health issues came along. What we did in the clinic, what do we do with these kind of people? Nutrition is the first. We, group of doctors, treated him, not treated his heart blockage, because he had a 300% heart blockage. We didn't treat that. We treated him, what is the missing part of his health. In 3 days, patient blood pressure is controlled, blood sugar fully controlled without any medicine. What did we do? We fixed his diet. He was eating in the morning bagel and sandwiches, and lunch with a pasta and spaghetti, dinner with a more sandwich and pasta and burger stuff, snacks with the cookies and cake. What we did? We reversed his diet completely, put a lot of plant-based high nutrient diet with a healthy fatty acid and stuff like that. We give him anti-inflammatory supplement. Of course, we continued his medicine because we're working as a group of doctors. We're MD, we're acupuncturist too. I'm MD. So everybody all together, we help patients to get back their health. And disease is like a symptom that goes away when you fix the whole body. The person who got heart attack with a 300% blockage is in the YouTube video. You saw his statement, how he felt when he came to our clinic, and how he left us with a no high blood pressure, without any medication, with any other health issue. He completely fine. In 3 months, he did his blood work. Everything became normal. His previous cardiologist thought that something is wrong in his test. Come again a week, we'll not test you again. Something came out wrong. And if they tested again, he said, everything is normal. And doctor said, okay, let me take a story from you that our medicine help you even though you went home. He said, no, I didn't continue your medicine. We went to integrated medicine clinic. They took care of my diet, medicine, lifestyle, and with the other comprehensive approach of treatment. So guys, you're young folks, I want to tell you today, what is the key of healthcare supposed to be? And what is the healthcare shifting to the new paradigm? I want you to understand that. Why research is focusing so much with the nutrition and diet and food ingredient and natural component. As I said in the other class, when I was in PhD student, one of our lab in this whole school doing the natural medicine product, and everybody was picky about it. And now we see Harvard. Most of their grants are on the food, lifestyle, and natural components, because they have similar component that chemical component has. So when you come about the food with the medicine, what does it mean? It means what medicine does, food has similar component, and food does same thing. It can express gene, it can suppress genetical expression. It can unmutate gene, it can control or mutate gene. It just because it creates an environment to express the gene, it creates an environment to suppress the unwanted gene and unmutate all the mutations. When it comes to history, that was the history. Until 1906, world didn't know about the white pill, allopathic medicine. Of course, this is extremely important. Don't think that food is there now, no more pharmaceutical. No, we need that. We need allopathic medicine, we need it. But food could be used in parallel or together, or mostly food could be applied in early stage prevention along with white pill pharmaceutical medicine. Because throughout the history, that was the human history. If you saw Christianity, Bible mention about the herbs, mention about the mineral, about the fat, mention about all the health and well-being. In other religion, if you do Chinese medicine, right, the TCM is called. It's an amazing system. You don't need to do blood work. You just see what's going on. Do the prescription. Go home, feel better. That's the TCM. Now, we do a lot of blood work. And patients say, oh, I'm still having pain because my blood work doesn't have any imbalance. Blood work, lab work, everything is fine, but patient is not fine because something is missing, and that was the human history. But now, what happened, you know that? Standard American diet. What is called in short? Sad diet, right? It's really sad. It truly. Because 65% of our standard American diet is processed. Processed means it's not a food anymore. It changed structure. It added extra component, and that causing inflammation. Body doesn't know how to handle that food. Body feel this is a foreign, developing autoimmune disease. Body think this is not digestible, putting it as a fat cell. Body think it is something is a toxin, put it a toxin, and then get a heavy metal toxication. So it's all kind of problem when you have a processed food in the body. Because human body doesn't have processed enzyme. Human body doesn't have a processed acid to break down with enzyme, you see. And when you have a disease come, of course, what we made? Drug every year without enough safety precautions, safety analysis. We develop a new drug. I personally worked on my cancer drug for 5 years of my life, doing this and that cancer drug. And I discovered 78% effective cancer drug when I was in PhD, and that published in the top journal because I discovered how to mutate the cancerous DNA with the ATGC bonds with the cross-linking method. But these drugs are not clinically proven that is safe for the human body, and that causing a lot of side effects. When it comes to food as a medicine, it doesn't have a lot of side effects. Whenever you have to have a medicine, you have to, of course. I'm not saying you don't, but it has a side effect. You need to fix your body. Otherwise, if you continue the medicine, then you're getting sick with a further diseases. And now research come out that the most high risk of our death in the worldwide, not only in the United States, worldwide, is a food risk. For one research showing that 4.9 million people die every year with a food poisoning or food causing diseases. How many people die with the accident? Anybody know? 1 million, 100 million, 100,000? In the US, 33,000. And we are so worried about accident, right? Of course we should be worried about. We should be careful, right? I'm not saying they drive crazy, no. But we are eating crazy. That causing, what number I said? 4.9 million people dying with a food or food causing disease. And research shows that if you compare to Africa and US, we are here. Our death rate is about much higher than African countries where it doesn't have that much processed food. One of the countries is in Uganda. They found only 0.2% myocardial infarction. They found very little cardiac issue compared to US. They found 136, which is 22%. And Uganda, it was only 0.2%. What we have that they don't have? Any idea? Processed food, simple answer. We process everything. Everything in the shelf, everything in the fridge, everything is frozen, isn't it? Yes or yes? Yes. We all know that, that's true. That's so easy. Open the fridge and take it. Our kids know that food coming from the fridge. A lot of kids doesn't know food, the meat come from the cow. Kids know that food coming from the fridge because everything in the fridge, just taking and eating. So it's about the body regeneration. We are constantly being regenerated. 30 minutes ago we came here. In 30 minutes, we developed several thousand, almost 100,000 cell of each of our body died already, and same amount of cell develop. So we are constantly remaking, regenerating. Eye cell, skin cell, every whole body or liver cell constantly being regenerated. That's how we are. And if you put the right thing, right body will develop. If you put the wrong thing, wrong body will develop. That's simple it is. See? And that's regeneration coming from where? Stem cell. Stem cell does this regeneration. Even though you half of liver cut it off, the liver became again full. Why? It's regrow. The stem cell is there. So we have different types of food type. We know that. When we have a meal prep, what do? Carbohydrate, protein, and fat. That's what we do, right? Always. But we have to know which one we really need. Look at carbohydrate. This carbohydrate, we always look for burger, sandwich, pizza, right? Our carb source, right? And that's actually, we don't need that, except calorie. This processed food have only calorie and other bad effect. But if we get calorie from the fat, we get a lot of extra nutrient too, omega, phytochemical, mineral from the grass-fed meat and olive oil and avocado and nuts and dark chocolate. More dark, more flavonoid, more healthier for the heart. And if you get the plant-based carbohydrate, that's amazing. That's heal your body. That's regrow your healthy cell. That's help your brain function. And that's what you're supposed to look for when you're thinking about food. As I said earlier, every food have its own component. So now you can look at the Ivy League schools, mostly focusing on this chemical ingredient in the food. That's how they can heal the disease without side effect. So every food we think of, the healthy food, the raw format, the intake format have a nutrients. And suppose University of North Carolina, they studied on 29 people with giving a broccoli sprout. They found out that within a few days, within a few days, their T cell, which is a highly effective immune cell, is much more than the regular people. And you see the data, and you see that simple cacao, right? Cacao, a lot of people are skeptical, it's a fat. It's amazing because the powerful flavanol, it can lower the inflammation, make the healthy omega. It support the alkaline our body. It help our healthy hormone production. It support the underlying issue of our health diseases. And every food have is beneficial component. Like a fat has a omega-3, like a DHA, EPA, and everything has its own healing component, such a flavonol, and you can think of any oligosaccharide, even probiotic. Everything have its healing property. So there are a lot of research showing that how someone having probiotic daily basis, either in the food or pill, they're feeling much better, they're healing much quicker than regular people. And a lot of components are like a food type, like a L-carnitine. A lot of components even are like a phytochemical. Those are found in different types of colorful vegetables, which is grown, and they have a healing property. As you see, I'm showing here each of them their own property, how it support the organ functioning and cleansing the heart and lung and working as an antioxidant. You see, as an anti-inflammatory, is helping detoxing our organ system and lipiding system, and it reduces free radical from the body. Some of the thing, you see, every food have its own, and fiber. It's like an antioxidant too. It is feed your own good gut flora. So there are some vitamins like vitamin E and vitamin C. They are working like an antioxidant, and this coming from the food. If you get a sad diet, which is really sad, you won't get that. You get only sad and sadness. Truly, people do sad diet. They don't produce hormone like a dopamine and serotonin. They feel always sad. It's not a sad diet. It makes you really sad. Okay, so think about that. As I said, food construct immune system because T cell, B cell, mast cell. All the cell come from the again healthy nutrient, like a start with the protein. Protein comes with the mineral, and healthy fat makes the healthy immune cell. An enzyme is coming from the food, help to digest the food. And human body constantly producing free radical, right? When you like heart makes every second 200 to 500 free radical. And imagine you don't eat anti-free radical, which is antioxidant. You don't eat, and heart get inflammatory. You get hyper, you get anxious, you get worry, you get stress. You need antioxidant to clean the trash developing in the body. So imagine you're getting sad diet. How are you going to cleanse your free radical that being developed in the body? See, fruits are also antioxidant. Fresh fruit, vegetables are also antioxidant. And again, each one have its own property, and each color have its own healing chemical, like a CoQ10, like a MSM, vitamin C. I already said that, like a estrogens. And each color have this own unique type of medicinal property. You see the orange color, they are supporting urinary tract. They support your prostate health, they support your overall man health. And if you see the green, that helps your wound healing, boosting up immune system, and that self-fight with the viruses and infections. You see the greens help the body to overall circulation. It helps the bone health, it helps the eye health. You see the purple, that's another amazing. It helps your brain, memory. It also helps you to be for longevity. And people getting old nowadays so quickly, right? And so that will help. And then when it comes to the red and orange color, also help other way. And vitamins are two types, that fat soluble, and you don't have to have fat soluble every day. But water soluble, you have to take every day, because end of the day you pee out rest of them. So next day you don't have a fat soluble vitamin C, B, and other vitamins like P and H. So you have to have a plant-based food to survive for the next day. You can survive, but you're going to be feeling weak and tired and foggy and not performing well for your daily routines. And then minerals, each mineral have its own property. Iron, calcium, magnesium, each one have its own property of the body system. As you saw, I compile in here, so you can watch that later, okay? And food as a medicine, how? If you take this food, this toxic one, that will make you sick. And if you take the carbohydrate with a plant base, that will give you healthy. You see, difference is, depending on which one you want to choose. You have two options, plant-based carbohydrate or processed carb like bread and processed wheat and stuff. Because these plant-based have all types of vitamins and minerals, other one only has a calorie. Then you choose what you like to do. And if you have a sugar, you have a white sugar, give you quickly, feel you better, you get energized. But imagine if you get a healthy sugar, like a honey, like a fruits, like a plum have a healthy sugar too, right? Any healthy raw sugar is help you to be energized. It's gonna feed your bugs too to feel you better. When it comes to the fat, if you don't get the real fat, it's very dangerous, because fat, remember our brain, like a 3 to 4 pound brain, right? Brain is 80% fat. Imagine you taking a toxic this burned meat, and your brain gonna be toxic and burned too, right? Why you think your brain is gonna be functioning or working like other people who gonna be eating like a avocado and pure oil, not the processed oil, and who eating like a wild caught fish and grass-fed meat, but eating burned and farm raised steroid antibiotic fed meat and egg and sausages and cheese, butter, ghee. Rather you have the healthy options to make you healthy brain. You see, because fat makes your hormone. Remember, fat makes your vitamin D. Fat makes your nervous system. You know what I mean? So someone tell you don't eat fat, then you can be surviving without brain. Can you survive without hormone? Can you survive without vitamin D? Can you survive without nervous system? That's coming from the fat purely and uniquely. Only option is fat. If you're fat free, your brain is weak, hormone is weak, your energy is weak, nervous system is weak, and everything else kicked in. So get a healthy fat, okay? But key vitamin C, always get a plant, raw vegetables and fruits. Vitamin D, go to sunlight. Healthy fat, get sunlight, makes into vitamin D. So get a healthy fat, but you go to sunlight. I want everyone, the first day I talk to you guys, how many of you go to walk in the morning and go to sunlight? Oh, it's a heat wave going on. How are you gonna go to sunlight, huh? Go in the morning, go in the evening. You get a sunlight to get a UV to activate your HPA, your pituitary, hypothalamus and adrenal to produce your necessary hormone. Without UV, it's very slow. So you have to get a sunlight, okay? And then vitamin D have many functions, you can take a look. And herbs. Herbs is like too old stuff. It's to country people do that, right? Countryside people do that, right? We don't have to do that herbs, right? No, we are same people, right? We are 100 years ago, people used to use only herbs for any treatment. No, herbs is like people used to have no science about that. Who is going to sponsor $100,000 for researching on the aloe vera? Will you give $100,000 a company or our lab to do research on aloe vera? No, but it works. Whole thousands of human history using that without any side effect. Now you have a skin problem, put aloe vera, you'll see. You have psoriasis, put aloe vera, you'll see. You have a sunburn, put aloe vera. You have a cut, put aloe vera. You'll see the magic. You feel weak, take some aloe vera gel. You'll see the magic. You have any types of inflammatory disease. Take aloe vera every day. You see difference in few days. Okay, that's the science is going on. How this something is natural, how it powerful, curing, reversing disease in parallel to medicine without any side effect. Of course, again, you need medicine in urgent situation. Of course, make sure you understand that very well. And food for longevity. If you get plant-based diet, you get telomere length gonna be good. So you get biologically age gonna be less. So you get longevity. And health defense is primarily your regeneration. As I've been talking about the microbiome, gut flora. I've been talking about the DNA modification. DNA could be modified by mutation, and with gene issue, could be angiogenesis. So when it comes to angiogenesis, it's about the blood circulation. When it comes to the immune system, that's how your health is. If you maintain them with a healthy angiogenesis, with a healthy blood vessel, not too many blood vessels, not too less, good blood circulation, with a bulletproof immune system, with a good gut flora, as well as regeneration, healthy ingredient you put, and you can mutate, unmutate gene and DNA with a healthy environment in the system. That's how our body protection is all about. And when you do that, first thing is you fix your gut flora. Otherwise, you always feel bloating, you always feel allergic. You always feel sensitive to some food. You have to know that according to nature, like number one American science research is called Nature research, is very top. They found out that human body have a 10 times more bacteria than our own cell. So someone have a suppose 10 trillion body cell, we have a 50 trillion bacterial cell in the body. They survive, they take care of our metabolism, our immune system, they take care of our digestion, our body functions. And they are good, we are good. If you don't feel in the morning, that means you didn't feed your bugs. That means bacteria yesterday, they are hungry, they are starving for their food. Their food is fiber. Fiber comes from the plant. Simple, right? Some fruits too. A lot of research showing that how gut microbiome, this bacteria is taking care of our body function. Then it's coming again mostly from color and raw, fresh plant and vegetables. Angiogenesis is a huge science research going on how maintaining healthy angiogenesis makes your healthy body. And then if you disturb angiogenesis, you develop all the chronic diseases. But with the food, you can prevent, you can heal, you can make your food as a medicine. How? Look at the research. Research showing that this is one of the biggest study. They show that they compared with someone with a conventional medicine with a food medicine, with a healthy food, certain portion, fully plant-based whole food diet, and that person could be able to, that group of people able to get rid of metformin, high blood pressure medicine, and autoimmune condition. And food, I said, can contribute angiogenesis, and angiogenesis is the key of the health because that's the primarily blood circulation. And the food is a list of the food very important for the healthy angiogenesis blood circulation in the system. And it's come to cancer, you might think, oh, it's going to need a chemotherapy. Yes, you need, but you need to fix our diet too, because when someone gets cancer can be cured, all the cured cell could be died, but the stem cell is still there. That regrow your cancer again in few years or months. So research showing that how food could even eliminate the stem cell because it helps to improve angiogenesis function because cancer hijack angiogenesis. And cancer preventing food are listed here. You see the picture how chemo and radiotherapy can kill cancer cell, but stem cell is there. It comes back when you don't treat your body with the right anti-cancerous food, because anti-cancerous food, as I said earlier slide, they can kill the stem cell of tumor. That's what research found out. And which foods? Mostly this food can inhibit the stem cell of cancer to grow back. You see, these foods are cacao, as I said earlier, purple fruits, and green tea, very powerful. You all know that green tea is anti-cancerous, and walnut and tree nuts. It's not here, but tree nut, they found tree nut is so amazing. Even 3 tree nuts a day, someone in a group of people in China, they found out that they got cancerous grow 69% less than regular people. Simple nuts. Of course, other healthy environment should be there. And thyme are very powerful, and extra virgin olive oil. And then tomato. Tomato has a lot of research going on because lycopene in the tomato is anti-cancerous. You just cook it and drink it 2 cups in a day. Harvard University. Harvard big a huge research on 30,000 people. Just 2 cups of cooked tomato. And they found out that 37,000 people, their cancer is dropped. I wish I had the research in here. So my research is one of the research. I'm showing a couple of them in here. One of the research is showing that the cancer has got almost 40% less, which is just getting lycopene from the tomato. And for the soy, inhibit the cancer, breast cancer, pretty known about that. So with food, you get some probiotic too that also lower the cancer rate and cancer healing time. And there's a lot of research I've been showing in the slide. You guys take a look. And when you have diabetes, that's need a anti-inflammatory environment, improve the body inflammation, and then support the pancreas to produce digestive juices. And that's coming from the food like a healthy fatty acid and mineral. And when it comes to heart, a lot of amazing research on the heart, how the food can reverse completely your heart disease. So this research, I hope you guys in the future, you're going to medical school, a lot of you can do the research on that. When I was in UTMB, I was teaching MD students, and UTMB they take MD PhD. So those students need to do research. So when you go to medical school, you can think of that. I know you're going to medical school. Think of that MD PhD so that you can do research along with your medical degree. So you get MD PhD. Okay. So do think about that kind of research, how plant simple phytochemical lower the inflammation in the heart, and that someone become fully healthy from the heart disease. And then the tomato soy bran means in the complex carb like a quinoa, millet, buckwheat have a bran. And then healthy oil and grapes. And there is a lot of research I want to show along with a healthy lifestyle. Look at this research. It's showing that huge turnout when someone have a healthy lifestyle with a plant-based diet. Look at this research. Dr. Dean Ornish, a very famous cardiologist, he's always in the news. He studied with a group of patients, and within a 5 years course of time, they reversed their heart disease completely without any medication, and compared to other people who follow conventional heart treatment with a treatment all the medicines. In parallel, who did with a, as you see in the curve, in a 5 years of time, their every type of disease they got decreased in a 5 years of time, like a cholesterol, blood pressure, and angina, and arthroporosis, everything. Another research, another Dr. Carwell did, he's also a cardiologist. He showed that in a 2 weeks of time, someone had a heart blockage. 2 weeks of time, getting plant-based diet, heart started flowing. You see, blockage heart started flowing. You might think, how come it possible? This guy need to do open heart surgery, right? That happened. I got to one patient, he got 10 blockages, none of them 100%. He said, I don't want to do open heart surgery. Just either help me or I'll die. And he came to our clinic. Our clinic is integrative. We have a MD, we have an ND, we have a all kind of treatments. We have a acupuncture, complete all-in-one healing solution. And we took care of him. So what we did? We didn't treat his artery. No. Treating artery is not the problem. Treating artery is not the solution. Solution is why artery got blockage. Why cholesterol blocked in there. Cholesterol should be a curer. It blocked because inflammation in the heart, in the artery. What we did? We supported with a anti-inflammatory diet. We fixed his lifestyle. We fixed his vitamins and supplements. We did all the regenerative stem cell therapies. So that's how he comes to normal life. So there are a lot of research how it's showing. Suppose, look at this one. Only 7.5 gram of dark chocolate can make heart attack and stroke lower 39%. So, and this research was done on 20,000 people. Who doesn't know Bill Clinton, huh? Ex-president, right? You know what happened to him, right? He got multiple cardiac story. So he got quadruple bypass and he got 2 stents before already. And he again feeling pain, he went to hospital. Doctor said he need to go to open heart surgery. He doesn't want to do that. He already had so many surgery before, and he just changed his diet. And he showed after fixing his all health problem, he showed his diet several times how he got rid of all his medications and heart issues. Simply by coming back to normal, eating all the colors. Isn't it amazing? How many of you know Tom Brady? Why he became 5-time Super Bowl champion? Do you know that? He told that actually. He said he eat only plant. Look at the failure other athletes who continue much. What they eat? They don't eat the plant. They eat the thing, I need my protein. What is the protein? He doesn't eat any protein. Oh my God, how are you going to get energy, right? One of the worst misconception is in the society is looking for protein in the diet. Plant has more protein than what we think protein was. Chicken? 26% or 24%. And these plants, a lot of plants in average have almost 40% protein. Animal in the jungle, like a elephant and even a horse, they eat chicken, big chicken. So their body doesn't have any protein, you think? Or they don't have energy. Tell me, they're weak or strong? Strong. Elephant maybe eat a lot of big animals, right? That's why they become big, right? No, they're not. They're eating all the trees, big trees. Because plant has everything. Forget about that. And he shared his daughter milk. Daughter never learned to eat anything else but plant-based, just plant juice until certain age. Because if his daughter exposed to society, he'll learn how to eat sauces, how to eat sandwich and burger and french fry and on and on and on. So better learn in an early age, So if you have a kids, I know some of you have kids, make sure feed your kids in the early age the right food so that they know the foundation. So when you have a breakfast, you get a sandwich or burger or pizza or cereal? No, forget that. You get a healthy fat. What is healthy fat? Like nuts and egg yolk and lots of oils and avocado or fatty fish or fatty meat. That's what you need for energy. Not protein. I know you look for protein. When you have lunch and dinner, lots of protein, right? Again, yes, you need protein, but protein is everywhere. You don't look for protein. You look for how much plant you're taking and toxin you're taking. You look for how much healthy fat you're taking. You're healthy or unhealthy doesn't matter. If you're healthy, you're going to be unhealthy if you don't follow that diet, if you don't nutrify your body. Your body is constantly being regenerated. It has to be sick at a certain point, right? And if you are sick, it has to be fixed at a certain point. Okay? This is a good example. In my website, I have many examples of what breakfast, low carb, high carb, and dinner. Can you tell food as a medicine? Is it illegal to say? It's not illegal, it's a support. Because food doesn't treat the arterial blockage. Food doesn't treat autoimmune disease. Food support the body with underlying the root of the disease to regenerate the healthy body. Disease cannot survive in a healthy or health right health condition. When our organs are working, organ cannot be sick. And the First Amendment and Ninth Amendment of US Constitution gave us right to practice healthy, be well, and practice wellness. When you need medicine, of course you do, but primarily you take care of yourself. I'm going to show you some example. This lady came to the COVID time. She couldn't walk. She's in the bed. She's in the wheelchair. And in a month, she came to me with a walking and with a reversing all her psoriasis, arthritis, kidney issues. And in a few month course, she completely fine out of all medication and she got a healthy life. What did she do? Plant-based diet, supporting the underlying health conditions. This guy, you can see him in the YouTube. He was the one who got heart attack, and doctor said, if you go to home, you have to take ambulance because you leave ambulance, you'll die. And he came to me. I said, I cannot treat you because it's very dangerous. You have to take the emergency situation. He said, no, I would rather die because they want to do only open heart surgery. We took care of him with a comprehensive approach. He got back his health and he had an imbalanced high blood pressure, prostate issue, all other cholesterol problem, and diabetes never being controlled. Now he's completely fine. He's involved with sports and running and a healthy life every day. This lady has stage 4 cancer. When I looked at why she came to me, stage 4 cancer, the white lady, Miss Israel, she's actually from Bulgaria, and she had a flood. And they lived with a mold house for a while. That developed cancer on her body, lung cancer. And lung cancer survival rate only 4%. And she, 9 months to 1 year of time, she got back her normal health. She fully cancer free. She has some lumps, but they're not cancerous. Some scar tissues only. You can watch her videos too. She gave her story. She shared her story to explain how vulnerable she felt and she was, how she got back her health, and she's now cancer free. Look at this guy. When he came to me, he couldn't walk, and he couldn't walk last 20 years. Because his kidney is not working, stage 5 CKD. Doctor said you can never walk in your life anymore. Look at his story too. He shared 2 stories. Now he go to Haque to every city, able to get rid of his blood pressure medication. Now everything is normal. Kidney function is normal. Liver was not functioning, liver cirrhosis, and liver functions was very high. Enzymes was very high. Now it's normal. No blood pressure issue. So he shared 2 stories in the social media. You can take a look. The lady is a very serious story. Hear that story of this lady? Don't be shocked. It's very unique. I didn't find. I got many CKD patients. I got many heart attack patients. I got many cancer, stage 4 cancer patients. I never heard story like that. I never got patient like that. She came to me with her menstrual cycle is keep going. She keep bleeding last 2 months. She was going to ER after ER, doctor after doctor. Nothing can stop her bleeding. Her mom is doctor too. Her mom brought her to my clinic. Doctor, can you do something? Nothing is working. I was very shaky actually because I never had this story. But I was confident, but a little bit shaky. I was confident because I know the science. Because on the medical school, I learned how the disease is. On the naturopathy school, I learned how to natural medicine and food work. I went to Harvard, how nutrition works in the health and well-being. I went to functional medicine university to see how watching the underlying root cause causing the disease, how fixing underlying root cause can reverse the health conditions. I went to integrative medicine school, how integrative approach can fix the whole body problem. And we gave her complete treatment. She came back next 2 weeks. So doctor, is no improvement. Second week she came again. Doctor, is improving, but it's still dropping. She didn't come anymore. I thought she got worse and she quit. Guess what? She came back in 5 weeks later with a smiley face, mom and daughter. Doctor, it improved, and we want to wait another month to get my cycle back. So make sure I see my cycle back and it is normal. So 5 weeks later, 4 weeks later, I got my cycle back. It went 5 days. So today it came in 7 days. I finished my cycle. I'm not bleeding anymore. Look at her story. It's in the YouTube. How it is possible? Because food as a medicine. I didn't treat her high estrogen problem. I helped her to grow more progesterone to make the balance. Of course I did. But I took care of her health, how her body is functioning. What is the underlying health issue? Why body is not producing enough progesterone? Adrenaline is an issue too, was there. Testosterone was imbalanced too. But number one killing her with high estrogen. So we cannot do anything high estrogen much, but we need to grow the progesterone, get the balance. So that's how integrative approach, the food as a medicine works tremendously with the acute and very serious condition. The pill doesn't help always, because you need pill in acute condition. Of course you do. IBS, this guy was told that IBS never be cured, and then he was IBS for 37 years. And in 2 weeks, he got rid of IBS. He said, doctor, how it is possible? And his video, you can see that he also gave the witness, shared his story, how he has IBS since his 9th grade for 37 years. Autoimmune disease, people get whitening face. Have you heard that? Autoimmune disease? Yeah, you heard that. So it's never been cured. Psoriasis never been cured. I got a lady, 35 years psoriasis is cured in 1 month. Doctor said, you are fine, you don't need any medicine. And it's whitening the face. He was sharing his previous, luckily he had a photo and he was sharing him to see me after about 3 months later. That's how our body works with the food, because that's how who we are. That's how our body is built. Okay? And then we just need to have a courage to learn, to apply on ourselves, on our family, on our society, on our practice. Any question, please? So her question is, if someone has a tumor, it still needs surgery or not? Someone has a tumor, depends. I have a couple of incidents, tumor completely melt away. And when they go to her primary care bag, doctor say, no, something is wrong, I need to test you again. But again, some patient, yes, they needed surgery in my experience, but they need to fix the body first. If you straight go to surgery, that after surgery, it get multiple tumor. I have many story I have seen. But if you fix your body with the diet, lifestyle, nutrition, everything with a comprehensive treatment and get surgery done, surgery will not even have any impact negatively in your body, because you fix the channel of the tumor production. You fix your body underlying issues, and then you do surgery. But a lot of time doesn't need a surgery, depends, okay? But the very first, you have to fix your diet, you have to fix your take comprehensive treatment. Then you go back to surgery, whether you need or you don't need. A lot of time doesn't need, it depends. Most of my patient I see in 1 month, tumors is gone. The tumor in thyroid, tumor in a breast, and the girls have a low progesterone, high estrogen, they're producing tumor in the breast, and they do surgery and they develop in the fallopian tube or ovary or uterus, and they do, the doctor will tell you, no, it's too dangerous, too big, we have to do whole hysterectomy. And they do whole hysterectomy, they develop heart flare, they develop all the brain issues, neurological issues, they just live a miserable life because their whole reproductive system is taken out, almost big part of that taken out, and it doesn't produce enough hormone. You don't feel happy, you don't enjoy your life. But instead, if you support the hormone production, not the hormone pill, if you do the hormone pill, it's gonna stop producing hormone. Liver is the one mostly produce hormone for the progesterone and produce female hormone. If you start taking pill, body will forget producing own hormone. Then you will pay the price. Within 6 or 10 years, you have to have lumps and bumps and tumors in the breast or reproductive organs, because your body is not producing. You're taking the pill. Your body, when you get the pill, the hormone pill, your body think, you're pregnant, and then it start focusing on the breast, and you get tumor in other places in 6 to 10 years. That's the research. But yes, you need tumor surgery, depends after taking the comprehensive treatment. Otherwise, straight go to surgery, taking the tumor, it get multiple. I have many patients I have seen that. Thank you.